selalu amanah pusamanya Sarawakku. Rakyat bersatu padu, pemimpin mengambil tahu menuju maju Sarawak.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national and state anthems. Thank you. Please be seated.
Mencari timba si anak dara di bawah sarang burung tempua. Salam sejahtera pembuka bicara. Selamat datang buat semua. Yang amat berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Bintun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier Sarawak. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Profesor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Timbalan Premier Sarawak merangkap Menteri Kerajaan Tempatan dan Perumahan Sarawak, Yang Berhormat Datuk Dr. Lee Kim Shin, Menteri Pengangkutan Sarawak, Yang Berhormat Adam Yee Siu Sang, Datuk Madaraya Miri merangkap Ahli Dewan Undangan Negeri Adun Pujut, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sebastian Ting Chiu Yu, Menteri Muda Pelancongan Kesenian dan Kebudayaan merangkap Ahli Dewan Undangan Piasau, Yang Berusaha Datuk Seri Lau Kiu Kiong, Pengerusi bersama Lembaga Pengarah SMP Jalan Riam, Yang Berusaha Profesor Madya Dr. Pauline Ho, Pengerusi Eksekutif Riam Educational Group, Yang Berusaha Encik James Singh An Chui, Pengetua SMP Jalan Riam, Yang Berusaha Encik Eng Cheng Su, Pengetua Sekolah Menengah Antarabangsa Riam Hill, Yang Berhormat Ketua-Ketua Jabatan, Penolong-penolong pengetua, guru-guru, para media serta para hadirat yang dikasihi sekalian. Salam pertemuan dan salam Ibu Pertuiku. Selamat datang ke majlis perasmian pembukaan Sekolah Menengah Antarabangsa Riam Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the national level champion of the Suara Harmoni Maya competition organized by Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka 2022, which was held in Kuala Lumpur. Today, they will perform two beautiful songs entitled Setia and Getaran Jiwa. Ladies and gentlemen, Suara Harmoni Maya. Hello.
Hello.
Getaran jiwa menanda hatiku, tersusun nada irama dan lagu. Wah, getaran jiwa walau hanya sederhana, tetapi tak menggapa. Moga dapat membangkitkan segala kamu wahai insan. Andai dipisah lawamu dan irama, lemah tiada berjiwa. Lemah tiada berjiwa. Hampa. Demi negara yang tercinta, dicurahkan bakti penuh setia. Demi raja yang disanjung tinggi, kesetiaan tak berbelah bagi.
Demi negara yang tercinta, dicurahkan badai penuh setia. Demi raja yang disanjung tinggi, kesetiaan tak berbelah bagi. Kepada pemimpin, kepada rakyat, hikmat diberi
sama bekerja, sama berusaha setia berkhidmat untuk semua rela berkorban apa saja. Amanah bangsa tetap terjaga dijaga. Kami berikrar penuh setia untuk agama bangsa dan negara. Demi negara yang tercinta, dicurahkan mati penuh setia. Demi raja yang disanjung tinggi, kesetiaan tak berbelah bagi kepada pemimpin, kepada rakyat. Hikmat diberi penonton, sama bekerja, sama berusaha setia berkhidmat untuk semua rela berkorban apa saja. Amanah bangsa tetap dijaga. Kami berikrar penuh setia untuk agama bangsa dan negara.
Terima kasih atas persembahan nyanyian yang memukau dan cukup menghiburkan itu tadi. Untuk makluman, pasukan Suara Harmoni SMP Jalan Riam telah menjuarai pertandingan Suara Harmoni Maya peringkat kebangsaan anjuran Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the CEO of Riam Hill International Secondary School, Associate Professor Dr. Pauline Ho, to present her welcoming speech.
The most respectful guest of honor, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Bintun Datuk Abang Haji OPENG, Premier of Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Datuk Amar Haji Muhammad Askia bin Awan Nasa, Speaker of Sarawak Legislative Council. Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, Deputy Premier of Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shing, Minister for Transport, Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Datuk Sebastian Ting, Deputy Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Sarawak. Yang Berhormat Adam E, Mayor of Miri City Council. Datuk Sri Low Kyu Kyung, Joint Board Chairman, Riam Road Secondary School. Board of Directors of Riam Road Secondary School, our esteemed guests, staff, and students of Riam Road Secondary School, Riam Hill International Secondary School, and Riam Institute of Technology. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. We are indeed very honored to have Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Zohari Dung Openg, with us this afternoon to grace the opening of Riam Hill International Secondary School. First of all, we would like to express our heartfelt thanks to Premier of Sarawak for the 10 million ringgit educational grant to all the 14 Chinese independent schools in Sarawak. It is the 9th allocation of the education grant by the Sarawak government. The first grant started in 2014. From 2014 till this year, total grant allocated to the 14 Chinese independent schools amounted to 62 million ringgit Malaysia. And Riam Road Secondary School did benefit from the small portions of that allocations. Ladies and gentlemen, students, let's give a big round of applause to our Premier for his care to Chinese education. Thank you, Premier. Riam Hill International Secondary School, in short, we just call it as RIS, is considered as a branch growing out from the main tree of Riam Road Secondary School. The idea of this international secondary school sprang out of the need the school board recognized in the northern region of Sarawak. And the establishment of international school complements the state government visions to provide international educations to more local students. While the state government international school will take care of the children from B40 household groups, RIS, under the Riam Road Secondary School Board, will take care of children from middle 40%, that is M40 income group, and top 20% T20 income groups, or even the wealthier income group. RIS school fee is very affordable, making the international educations more accessible to more students, especially in the northern region of Sarawak. This shows the sense of responsibility and care that the school board, under the board leadership of Datuk Sri Low Kiew Keong has to the society. Setting up RIS happened very fast. Just want to tell you a big story here. Back in 2019, just a month before I came to join Riam Educational Group, I spent about a month in Ireland. There, I met a group of Malaysian students studying in University College Dublin and Trinity College Dublin. Collectively, they come under one umbrella called as National University of Ireland. They were sent to Ireland to study by Mara. I talked to this Mara scholar and found out that they did IGCSE, Cambridge A-level, or even international baccalaureate. That is, people used to call it as IB. They told me that their friends were sent to other countries like the UK, USA, Australia, and New Zealand. I was thinking then, with limited or no opportunity to access to the international education in Sarawak, how would our Sarawakian students ever be competitive, especially on the world stage? Come back to Miri, joined the Riam Educational Group in September 2019. And the first assignment I got from the board chairman, Datuk Sri Low Kiew Keong, was to look into the setting up of international school here. Without hesitation, start preparing the documents, application sent to Ministry of Education at the end of 2019. And we flew to Putrajaya for the interview by few officers from Ministry of Education. That was quite scary because it was a big boardroom and the whole boardroom filled with the officers from Ministry of Education, and they interviewed so many of the questions and even asking us how we can survive with that so-called the affordable school fee. And for your information, our year 7 school fee is charged at 10,000 ringgit. And they couldn't believe that we can manage the international school with the 10,000 ringgit per annum school fee. But we convinced them that we can do it. So we come back, then we got the green light from the Ministry of Education to go ahead with the constructions. Then constructions began, and as the rest, what people say, is history. From the applications to the first intake of students this year, it took a total of 2 years. And now we have the first intake of students, first batch of students who are sitting somewhere in the middle. RIS is officially recognized as Cambridge International School. Students in RIS are doing Cambridge International School curriculum. Besides, Chinese and BM subjects are compulsory. Students will be taking IGCSE exam in year 11. Currently, we have 3 classes running, year 7, year 8, and year 10, with a total of 52 students. And all the 3 classrooms are installed with interactive whiteboard. And the total cost of constructions and facilities come close to about 8.2 ringgit Malaysia, 8.2 million ringgit Malaysia. And more facilities will be required for next year, as we will be in a full-fledged operations opening classes from year 7 until year 11. A sizable capital expenditure will be required, and we hope that Young Performance will allocate a fund for RIS constructions and the strategic expansions costs. And likewise, we hope that Yayasan Sarawak can send students to study in RIS first, and our next intake will be in January 2023. Indeed, the presence of RIS in Miri offers opportunity for a greater number of students in northern region of Sarawak who will be groomed and benefited from the high standard of Cambridge International School educations. Receiving good education is very important for the state like Sarawak and the whole nations. The vision of our Premier is enlightened and far-sighted. From setting up 6 international schools, transforming Sarawak through the digital, to producing hydrogen. Sarawak is poised to be hydrogen producer by the year 2027. Our Premier wants to place Sarawak on the world map for the productions of hydrogen, alongside with other hydrogen countries such as China, USA, South Korea, India, and Japan. Hydrogen economy, digital economy that our Premier advocates call for the development across a number of areas in tandem. For example, infrastructure development, hydrogen supply chain, telecommunication, digital internet services, etc. Students, they'll present plenty of job employment and business opportunities. Underlying the bright prospect is the quality of education and the supply of talented and skilled human capital resources. Our Premier has always been emphasizing on quality educations to produce intelligent Sarawakians who will serve the state and the country in future. Ladies and gentlemen, although Riam Road Secondary School is a Chinese independent school, but as I said just now, this school is a 5-star school awarded by Ministry of Education. This school is also a global school awarded by the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network. This school has been progressive in its educational thoughts and policy. The medium of instruction used to teach science and maths is in English. English textbook use is Cambridge Global English, with good command of the English, as well as Chinese and Bahasa Malaysia. Riam Road Secondary School has been producing students who study in top-notch university. We have students in University of Pennsylvania, King's College, London, University of Manchester, Imperial College, London, National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technological University in Singapore, to name a few. And we really have to call these students back to Sarawak to serve in the development of the state of Sarawak. As what the Premier used to put it, we want our students bukan jangko kampung, tapi jangko dunia. We want our students not to be the village champion, but to be the world champion. Riam Road Secondary School students are world champion as they have fought and will get into the world-renowned universities. And we students, you will be following suit as well. Students, you will be the generations to contribute to the growth of our economy. Be the world champions. Ladies and gentlemen, people always ask me what your school board is going to do on this Riam campus. My reply to them is that we have fully developed these 8 acres of land, and the usage is to this optimum. And the next phase of expansion will be going to Senading, which is the constituency of YP Dato Sri Lee, who has always been very passionate about education. And a group of generous people from this company donated a parcel of land of about 15 acres to Riam Road Secondary School for educational purpose. This gift made by this company is purely out of their love for education. And on behalf of Riam Road Secondary School, I would like to thank the directors of Muri North City Development Central Berhad for gifting the land to the school. And these directors are Mr. Peter Yong, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Lau Siu Wei, Executive Director, and Dato Chen Yu Huo, Executive Director. Your confidence and faith in Riam Road Secondary School to provide and develop quality education is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Above all, ladies and gentlemen, a stable government with visionary leadership is the utmost importance to spearhead the economic development of Sarawak and the well-being of her people. I was in KL last week, and I met up with a group of people from Cambridge International Office, and Mr. Ng brought along a few friends from Kuala Lumpur. We had fantastic conversation from one topic to another, and once we talk about politics, they spoke non-stop, but they turned to me and say, Dr. Pauline, you are so blessed to be in Sarawak because you have a stable government, and how I wish that they can be in and stay and live in Sarawak. The development policies and blueprints that our government have are aimed at fostering an inclusive society where no one shall be left behind. When the government progress, her people must progress together. And during my times, doing the girl guide in the secondary school, we like to shout the slogan, and that's united we stand, divided we fall. And that every time we shout, because we want to make sure that all the girl guides in the second companies will stay united and stay top at all times. And we achieved that. And ladies and gentlemen, we all should stay united and support our government efforts in fostering inclusive society and developing Sarawak. Indeed, our Sarawak government slogan has said it all. Sarawak first, united we can. Ladies and gentlemen, continue give your support to our Sarawak government. I love Sarawak. And lastly, I wish all of you the best of health and the best of everything and your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pauline Ho.
Hadirin hadirat yang dikasihi, majlis dengan segala hormat dan penuh takzimnya mempersilakan Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bintu Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier Sarawak untuk menyampaikan ucapan.
Thank you very much. Yang Berhormat Deputy Premier Sarawak Datuk Seri Profesor Dr. Sim, Yang Berhormat Speaker Dewan Undangan Negeri Sarawak Tan Sri Datuk Amal Asfia Awang Nasar, Yang Berhormat Saudara Datuk Lee Kim Chin, Minister of Transport, Yang Berhormat Saudara Datuk Sebastian Ting, Timbalan Menteri, Yang Berhormat Saudara Mayor Miri Adam Yi, Yang berbahagia Chairman sekolah ini, Datuk Sri Loh Kio Kiong, the Board of Directors, Dev-Dev jemputan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Pertama, saya mengucap terima kasih kepada pihak sekolah, daripada ahli lembaga pengarah sampailah kepada CEO Profesor Madya Dr. Pauline Ho for inviting me this afternoon and to give me the honor to officiate Riam Hill International Secondary School. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the board as well as the management under Dr. Pauline for their initiative to establish this international secondary school. Congratulations dan syabas. As you know, Sarawak has a long-term policy under the Post-Covid Development Strategy 2030. One of the important sector is education, where we want to produce talent among Sarawakian in Sarawak. Talent development is a very important approach for us to develop Sarawak. And that is why in our pursuit to become a developed state by the year 2030, we are giving assistance and emphasis on education. As you know, we have taken the asset of universities in Sarawak. For Miri Curtin University, the whole asset is now belong to Sarawak government. The syllabus, the courses are under Curtin University, Australia. But the asset and financial assistance is given by Sarawak government. For Swinburne University, we have also taken all the assets of Swinburne University. Similar to Curtin, we just have the syllabus from Swinburne in Melbourne. In other words, Sarawak is investing in the hardware of Curtin as well as Swinburne. The other university is Sarawak University of Technology in Cebu. The same thing happened, owned 100% by Sarawak. Another university is the ICAT. It has been upgraded to University College, and they have twin program with overseas universities, also owned by Sarawak. For the postgraduate program, we have our Centec, which also offer postgrad program. So now we have 5 universities owned by Sarawak. And these universities are places, platform, where our young student in front of me will pursue their education. When they enter the university, if they are eligible to be admitted, they are not governed by UPU. At the moment, our students have to apply through UPU to study in our local universities. Some are accepted, some are rejected. Even those who accepted, they are given the course that our students are not keen in the first place. If you want to study engineering, they will be given social science. This is what happened. And our students have no option because they want to study in the university. So they have to take social science. When the jobs are not available that match with social science, they become unemployed graduate. This is the system that we are facing. But the Sarawak government, the GPS government, want to do reform in our education in Sarawak. One of it is to establish international school using international syllabus. You are very fortunate in Miri, you got this Riam International Secondary School using Cambridge syllabus. And this is recognized worldwide. Once you pass through this, you can be admitted to any renowned university in the world. That is why the state government also doing the same thing, to produce, to set up residential international school, which is within the reach of the people. B40, M40, farmers, fishermen, they have the chance to study in international school. And then the fees are very low, and the government provide the funding. So to respond to Dr. Pauline, once you got your campus in Putrajaya, the government will give you matching grant to do the international school. Because to me, what is important is to develop our talent. We are now in transition in the world economy because of climate change. And we are very fortunate, we have the resources. As mentioned by Dr. Pauline, we are going for hydrogen economy. And this is what we call green economy. We have water, you just split water to produce hydrogen and oxygen. And now there is a new process where there is an innovation to split hydrogen and oxygen through a new membrane that require less electricity. Now people in the world are talking about how to transport hydrogen. There is a new innovation for the past 6 months. Together with Sumitomo, Japan, they call it MCH process. Methyl clohexane process. Wah, saya pun macam saintis juga. And this process produce hydrogen overstepping or bypassing 3 steps. Hydrogen become cheaper. And this is a new economy. And Sarawak has that resource and technology. Meaning, when we migrate to this new economy, we must have the human capital that match with the new economy. Sebab itu, Datuk Sri Lau sudah cakap ini macam. Kerana Riam Secondary School will provide that talent to change our economy. And this is something new. I just amended our land code. And this amendment of our land code is for us to store carbon. The world is getting hotter, panas sudah. Kita cakap di sini, the leaders are now talking in Egypt. Now, COP27, talking about the world getting hotter, panas. The world is facing flood. The world is facing dry earth. All because of carbon emission. And therefore they want to capture carbon and store it. I was in Rotterdam. I was requested to give a talk on hydrogen and green economy in Rotterdam together with the world speakers. I went there and I shared our state government strategy to mitigate carbon emission and to produce green energy. Last month, the Tokyo government invited me also to share our policy towards green economy. And 2 weeks ago, I was invited by Singapore government. Meaning they recognize that Sarawak boleh. Sarawak boleh untuk bangun ekonomi baru. And this is our direction. And therefore, I support Riam Hill International Secondary School. As long as I am your premier and I have the team here, we will help you together to produce the talent that we need. Miri is fortunate because you got the resource. You got the resource in Miri. Now we have formed our own oil company, Petros. Petros now a partner to Petronas and Shell. Shell has closed their office in Putrajaya in KL. Shell is coming back to Miri. You just imagine the spillover effect, the multiplier effect in Miri economy. When Shell 2,000 their staff will come back to Miri. And Nippon Oil will also set up their office in Miri. You know why? Because they see that Sarawak has potential. Sarawak has a strong government. The leaders are visionary. And we have a very clear picture for Sarawak up to the year 2030 and beyond. Sebab itu kita punya dasar pendidikan, we have to be a bit on our own. Walaupun, even though education is under federal, I have an idea to have a model on our own where we can give quality education to our children and grandchildren. We have our own model. That is why we are brave enough to set up international school. We also give assistance to Chinese school. We are the only state recognizing UEC. The last election, sorry lah, I have to talk this. The last election, we were promised that the federal government will recognize UEC. Until today, neither IBC, UEC. But Sarawak recognize. You know why? Because we also need Mandarin speaking student to interact with international economy. China is going to be number 1. Now it's number 2. If you include Chinese speaking community in the world, you have to interact with them. You want to sell our product from Sarawak, you can sell to them. Then you can use Mandarin. That is why a lot of Bumiputera students are also studying in Chinese school. We got no problem. We have no racial differences. Kita pun hantar kita punya anak in Chinese school. My niece is in Chinese school. We are adik abang bah. Belajar pun sama. You are very lucky. You can speak Mandarin, speak Mandarin. Saya tahu satu saja, ini. Lihat. Ada saya baca sikit Hokkien easy lah, Hokkien. Tampok esai lah, Hokkien. Then you have English. We can speak in English. We can speak in bahasa. Even we can speak in Iban. Sarawak is so good, you know. Kita really campur. Kalau sana you pakai chopstick pun jadi problem. Kalau Melayu guna chopstick sana, Malaya sana, dia cakap ini Melayu sudah masuk Cina. After all, you just makan. But our culture is so refined in Sarawak. That's why we cannot allow Malaya-based party to come to Sarawak, because we want to protect Sarawak's culture. Ladies and gentlemen, saya difahamkan bahawa sekolah ini kosnya 8.2 million. And also requesting Yayasan Sarawak to send a student here. Of course, the Yayasan Sarawak will look into it. We have students who are eligible because you have a high standard. So if they are eligible to study here, we can send students from the lower income group to study here in international school. I'm the chairman of Yayasan Sarawak, so I can decide. And also that your syllabus is global syllabus, and therefore the future is really bright for students coming from this school. Finally, I would like to express my appreciation to Datuk Sri and your board, and also to CEO Dr. Pauline. You really berani lah untuk transform our education in Sarawak, starting from Riam International Secondary School. To my anak-anak in front here, you study hard. We lack a lot of professional people. You have gas offshore. We want to do downstream to our gas. We cannot be just exporting LNG. We must go and produce new products from our gas. From ammonia to fertilizer, fertilizer to other derivative including composite and other material that comes from gas. There is a course called material science, a degree in material science. We want to produce Sarawakian good in material science. Number two, which is important, is biochemistry. We need a lot of students who can excel in biochemistry subject. That is the future. Even now, Sarawak Electricity Berhad SEB is working with Japan to produce biofuel from algae. And this biofuel will become what we call sustainable aviation fuel untuk kapal terbang. And we can cultivate algae. So you need biologists, biochemists to study this. If you were to be the prime producer of biofuel, SAF, I can tell you that is green energy needed by the world. We produce for the world. So ladies and gentlemen, itu saja daripada saya. Saya ucap tahniah kepada Riam Hill International Secondary School kerana dapat menawarkan pendidikan antarabangsa menggunakan Cambridge syllabus. Let us work together for the sake of Sarawakian in future. We can see that the future is bright. With that, I would like, with great pleasure, to officiate Riam Hill International Secondary School. All the best to you all. Thank you very much.
Terima kasih Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi. Dengan segala hormatnya, dimohon Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi kekal berada di pentas untuk menyempurnakan simbolik perasmian. Dengan ini, majlis dalam kiraan 3, 1, 2, 3, tekan. Dengan ini maka rasmilah sudah pembukaan sekolah menengah antarabangsa Riam. Seterusnya dijemput Yang Amat Berhormat untuk menandatangani plat. Kita beri tepukan sekali lagi untuk Yang Amat Berhormat. Terima kasih Yang Amat Berhormat. Dimohon semua tetamu kenamaan terus kekal berada di pentas untuk sesi simbolik penyerahan pemberian sumbangan tanah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now move on to the presentation of the Deed of Gift to Riam Road Secondary School. I am pleased to announce that a group of generous and kind-hearted people from a company has donated a parcel of land of about 15 acres to Riam Road Secondary School for educational purposes. This gift is made purely for the love of education. This parcel of land is situated at Sunalit, Kuala Baram.
女士、先生们，梅里北市发展有限公司是一家信誉卓越的企业，对梅里发展建设贡献良多。此外，该公司本着取之社会、用之社会的精神，履行企业社会责任，慷慨将位于瓜拉巴让斯拉林区一块约15英亩的土地捐赠给联立中学充作教育用途。这份礼物出自梅里北市发展有限公司对联中教育事业的支持和关爱。我们 们由衷感谢梅里北市发展有限公司推动联中迈向新的里程碑，参与梅里发展和共享梅里繁华。
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the Managing Director of the Miri North City Development Sdn Bhd, Mr. Peter Yong, the Executive Directors, Mr. Lau Siu Wee, and Dr. Cheng Yu Wo, as well as the School Board of Directors to come on stage to present the land document to the school. The Managing Director of the Miri North City Development Sdn Bhd, Mr. Peter Yong, and the Joint Board Chairman of Riam Road Secondary School, Dr. Sri Lau Kyu Kyung, will now exchange the duly signed deeds of gift. And to be witnessed by young Ahmad Berhomat and young Berhomat. This gift from the Miri North City Development Sdn Bhd is wholeheartedly appreciated. Thank you.